The Los Angeles Lakers received positive news from their superstar guard LUKA DONČIĆ during the NBA All-Star Game weekend. After missing 4 consecutive games due to a hamstring injury, DONČIĆ made his return to the basketball court at the Intuit Dome, offering Lakers fans a glimpse of hope as the team prepares for the critical final stretch of the regular season. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. DONČIĆ's appearance in the All-Star Game was brief but significant. The MVP candidate played just 5 minutes for Team World, recording 2 points and 2 assists. While the numbers might seem modest, the importance of his return cannot be understated for a Lakers team that has struggled with injuries throughout the season. His presence on the court represented a crucial step forward in his recovery process. Speaking to the media after the All-Star Game, DONČIČ reflected on the importance of participating in the showcase event despite his recent injury concerns. The guard emphasized his commitment to the fans who voted him into the game, making it clear that he felt an obligation to be present. His dedication to the All-Star weekend demonstrated his professionalism and respect for the game's biggest stars and the supporters who made his selection possible. When asked about his physical condition following the brief All-Star appearance, DONČIČ provided a positive assessment. He expressed satisfaction with how his body responded to the limited action, indicating that the hamstring issue that had sidelined him for nearly a week showed signs of improvement. However, when pressed about his availability for the Lakers' upcoming game against the Los Angeles Clippers on February 20th, the superstar remained cautious in his response. The matchup against the Clippers will mark the beginning of a crucial 28-game stretch that will determine the Lakers' playoff seeding in the Western Conference. Head coach JJ Redick and his staff will need DONČIČ operating at full strength if the team hopes to secure a favorable position before the postseason begins. The final portion of the regular season schedule presents significant challenges, with the Lakers set to face some of the league's top teams from both conferences. Despite the uncertainty surrounding his immediate return, DONČIČ expressed strong confidence in the Lakers' championship potential. The All-Star guard firmly believes that the roster possesses the necessary talent to compete for an NBA title this season. He acknowledged the team's struggles with injuries, noting that he, LeBron James, Austin Reeves, and several other key players have all missed significant time during the campaign. The injury crisis has prevented the Lakers from establishing consistent chemistry and rhythm throughout the season. DONČIČ pointed out that the team has rarely had its full roster available for games, making it difficult to develop the cohesion necessary for sustained success. With the All-Star break now behind them, the guard hopes that all players can remain healthy, allowing the squad to build the chemistry needed for a strong playoff push. Looking ahead to the post-All-Star break schedule, DONČIČ views the remaining games as an important test for the Lakers. He believes that if the team can avoid further injuries, they will have an opportunity to demonstrate their true capabilities. The star guard emphasized that maintaining health will be the most critical factor in determining how far the Lakers can advance in the postseason. The Lakers' championship aspirations hinge largely on keeping their core players healthy and on the court together. While the team has shown flashes of brilliance when operating at full strength, defensive inconsistencies and injury-related absences have plagued their efforts to establish themselves as legitimate title contenders. With DONČIČ's return on the horizon and a renewed focus on health, the Lakers hope to make a strong statement in the final weeks of the regular season and carry that momentum into the playoffs. Character count 5,786. With the NBA All-Star break officially concluded, the Los Angeles Lakers are preparing to resume their campaign with a renewed focus and determination. LeBron James, the team's veteran leader and future Hall of Famer, addressed the media before the All-Star game and provided crucial insight into what he believes the Lakers must prioritize to achieve success in the remaining regular season games and beyond. The Lakers face a daunting challenge as they enter the final stretch of the season. 28 games remain on their schedule, and the competition will be fierce as teams across both conferences jostle for improved playoff positioning. The Lakers will host the Los Angeles Clippers on February 20th at Crypto.com Arena in their first game following the All-Star break, marking the beginning of what promises to be an intense and demanding period. When asked about the most important factor for the Lakers' success moving forward, James did not hesitate with his response. The 22-time All-Star stated emphatically that health stands as the single most critical element for the team's chances. He stressed that this point cannot be overstated, as the Lakers have rarely had the luxury of fielding a complete roster throughout the season. James noted that the team has passed the midway point of the campaign, yet the number of games played with a fully healthy squad remains surprisingly low. The injury situation has been a persistent challenge for the Lakers throughout the current season. Key players have missed significant time due to various ailments, preventing head coach JJ Redick from establishing consistent lineups and rotations. James acknowledged that while the coaching staff has done an excellent job preparing game plans and putting players in positions to succeed, the ultimate success depends on having healthy bodies available to execute those strategies on the court. James emphasized that the Lakers have not been afforded many opportunities to showcase their full potential this season. The constant rotation of injured players has made it difficult to develop the chemistry and cohesion necessary for championship caliber basketball. The team has shown glimpses of excellence when healthy, but maintaining that level of performance requires continuity that injuries have prevented them from achieving. Beyond the immediate concern of health, James was also asked to assess the team's ceiling and what they might accomplish in the final stretch. The veteran acknowledged the difficulty in making such projections, citing the fact that the Lakers' current roster features several new additions. The team recently acquired multiple players, bringing fresh talent and different skill sets to the mix. These new pieces have had limited time to integrate with the existing core, making it challenging to predict how the group will perform together. James pointed to the team's inconsistent performance throughout the season as evidence of their unpredictable nature. When playing their best basketball, the Lakers have looked formidable and capable of competing with anyone in the league. However, on nights when things go poorly, the team has appeared disjointed and struggled to execute basic fundamentals. This volatility makes it difficult to establish realistic expectations for what the team can achieve. The veteran emphasized that if the Lakers can finally get healthy and keep their key players on the court, they will have an opportunity to build the chemistry that has eluded them for most of the season. James expressed hope that the team can use the remaining games to develop the cohesiveness typically built over the course of a full regular season. Ideally, teams have months to establish rhythm and understanding, but the Lakers will need to accelerate this process in a condensed time frame. With the playoffs scheduled to begin on April 18th, time is running short for the Lakers to find their identity and establish momentum. James understands the urgency of the situation and the importance of maximizing every remaining game. If the team can stay healthy and develop chemistry quickly, they could emerge as a dangerous playoff contender capable of making a deep postseason run. Character count 5,368. The NBA trade deadline passed earlier this month without any movement involving Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo, as the franchise chose to retain their two-time MVP and postpone any potential trade discussions until the summer months. This decision has significant implications for several teams around the league, particularly the Los Angeles Lakers, who lack the necessary trade assets to compete with other suitors during the February deadline period. The Lakers stand to benefit from this delay, as the summer trade window will provide them with additional assets and flexibility to construct a more compelling offer to the Bucks. The possibility of pairing Antetokounmpo with Lakers superstar LUKA DONČIĆ represents an enticing scenario for the franchise, potentially creating one of the most formidable duos in the NBA. However, the path to acquiring the Greek Freak will not be easy, as several other teams are expected to pursue him aggressively. During NBA All-Star Weekend, Antetokounmpo sat down for an interview with ESPN's Malika Andrews, providing insight into his mindset regarding his future with the Bucks. The conversation generated significant attention across the basketball world, as the superstar made comments that reignited speculation about potential destinations should he eventually leave Milwaukee. His words carefully balanced commitment to his current team while acknowledging long-held dreams about playing for certain franchises. Antetokounmpo began by reaffirming his dedication to the Milwaukee Bucks organization. He emphasized his commitment to the people he works with daily, including his teammates, the coaching staff led by Doc Rivers, and general manager John Horst in the front office. The superstar made it clear that he has consistently maintained from the beginning of the season that he has never publicly stated a desire to leave Milwaukee. This measured approach demonstrates his professionalism and respect for the organization that drafted him. However, Antetokounmpo's subsequent comments opened the door to speculation about his future. The forward discussed childhood dreams that many young basketball players share, mentioning specific scenarios that captured his imagination growing up. He spoke about the appeal of playing at Madison Square Garden for the New York Knicks, a venue that represents the pinnacle of basketball history and prestige. The bright lights and storied tradition of the Knicks franchise have attracted countless stars throughout NBA history. The Bucks star also mentioned the Los Angeles Lakers specifically, referencing a dream scenario of being drafted by the franchise and having the opportunity to play alongside the late Kobe Bryant. While Bryant is no longer with us, the Lakers remain one of the NBA's most prestigious franchises, with a championship pedigree and passionate fan base that makes them an attractive destination for any superstar player seeking to cement their legacy. Additionally, Antetokounmpo mentioned the Cleveland Cavaliers in his dream scenarios, imagining a situation where LeBron James would pass him the ball. This reference to James is particularly interesting given that James now plays for the Lakers, potentially making Los Angeles an even more intriguing destination if Antetokounmpo were to seriously consider a change of scenery in the future. While Antetokounmpo concluded his comments by reaffirming his love for the Bucks organization and calling them my team, the mention of these specific franchises has fueled speculation about where he might land if Milwaukee ultimately decides to trade him. The reality is that Antetokounmpo is unlikely to publicly request a trade or demand a move, as such actions could damage his reputation and relationship with the Bucks organization and fan base. Despite his careful public statements, many observers believe it is only a matter of time before Antetokounmpo is moved to a new team. The Lakers will hope to position themselves as the most attractive destination if and when that moment arrives. However, they will face stiff competition from other franchises. The New York Knicks, Miami Heat, Golden State Warriors, and Minnesota Timberwolves have all been mentioned as potential suitors for the superstar forward. For the Lakers to successfully acquire Antetokounmpo, they will need to assemble a trade package that surpasses all competing offers. This will require creative maneuvering and potentially sacrificing significant assets to make the deal work financially and competitively. The front office will spend the coming months evaluating all possible scenarios and preparing for what could be a franchise-altering opportunity in the summer. Character count 5,490.